Hello and welcome to Productivity for Women or for Solopreneurs, where each Wednesday I share insights to getting things done. Wednesdays at 1 p.m. So I have an announcement to make about that, and that'll be at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. So today is live number 134, and the topic is frustration, lack of productivity, and an announcement. And an announcement. That's a tongue twister. So let me know you are here by saying hello in the comments. It just lets me know who's watching, and I always enjoy knowing that. So for those of you who do not know me, my name is Evie Burke, and I help women entrepreneurs take their productivity and their business to the next level. They are ready to decrease the distraction and increase their profits. They're overwhelmed and exhausted by everything that they want to accomplish in their business, but they aren't interested or able to work 9 to 12-hour days on a regular basis. So I help them create impactful solutions that focus on getting the high priority areas of their business completed and taken care of so they can grow their business with the confidence that they want and create those businesses that they dreamed of having. So as I said, today's topic is frustration, lack of productivity, and an announcement. So let's talk about frustration. Let's start there. So I don't know about the rest of you, but I am so tired of finding emails in my inbox, my promotions tab specifically, telling me how I should be spending my time right now, or what I should be doing, like new things I should be learning, or how to market my business, all these different things I should be doing with my time or my business in the current crisis. And I told my husband yesterday that I think I'm going to have to start avoiding my promotions tab of my email because all of those emails are making me very anxious. Like literally, there have been some businesses that have not sent me an email for months or years, and all of a sudden they're popping up in my inbox about, what I should be doing with my time in this current crisis. And it's quite frankly, it's made me kind of anxious. All these helpful demands on my time, and some of them are easier to ignore. Some of the ones that I have found particularly frustrating are the join me for this multiple day training featuring these very knowledgeable people, or the I've decided to do this special training on topic X to help you navigate this current crisis. And when I was writing the script, and especially in a little bit now, like just writing it, like just made me feel anxious and tight in the chest and frustrated with the whole situation. And thinking about it, I realized that the ones that are easy to ignore don't frustrate me. The ones that I know that is not lining up with my goals right now, that isn't something I need to learn more about, or this person is not somebody that I'm interested in learning from, those are easy to ignore. The ones that really make me feel tight in the chest and frustrated and anxious and overwhelmed are the ones that are by people that I genuinely want to learn from, or I feel like I can learn from, or the ones that are on topics that do line up with the things I'm interested in. But I don't have all of this extra time in my schedule to watch these things, especially the ones where they have, 2 to 4 people on over the course of a week or two. And, they're sending all of these emails so that you can make sure you catch all of the people. And I'm like, you know what? Can you just give me a schedule that says we're going to be live in the Facebook group with this person on this day, and then I can pop it in my schedule? Like, please stop with the emails already, right? And I think I find them so frustrating because generally there's like one or two people in there that I am interested in, but I don't know when they're going to be on. It's frustrating to me because I am kind of interested or want to learn something, and I guess maybe feel a little bit like maybe I'm missing out, right? So I totally get if maybe you're feeling this way too, and I know I am giving myself some permission not to check my promotions folder, or if I am checking it, that it's maybe every couple of days and it's at the end of the day, because what's happened to me a couple of times is I've checked my emails and I've gotten so frustrated and so anxious that I just had to leave my office. And I share this with you not to be like, oh, poor me, or to ask you for help, but to let you know that this is difficult for many people. And I was sharing a little bit about this in a couple of groups, and I've heard a couple of people say, oh, to hear that, the productivity person is also having these frustrations and these problems, it just makes me feel so much more normal and like maybe I'm not doing it wrong. So I'm giving myself permission not to check email as much, or specifically that promotions folder. If you need permission to do that or something similar, you don't need my permission, but I will give you that permission if you just need that extra assurance that that's okay. So this goes really well into the next topic, which is lack of productivity. So last week I talked about, in my live last week, I talked about needing downtime and space to process things. And I'm just going to check to see if this is a comment. Hi, Steven. That I need space and downtime to process things, versus some people who seem to really be, the go-getters and the hustlers, where they're just knuckling down and they're getting things done, and that's great for them if that's how they healthily process what's going on right now. But for those of you who are more like me that need that downtime, take the downtime, and don't be shamed into thinking that you should be getting all of the things done right now, because like I just said, I had to walk away from my office because I was so overwhelmed and feeling anxious, and that was the healthiest thing I could do for myself. So do that for yourself if you need to, right? So right now, I am not getting as much done in my business as I normally would, or even as I had planned to when I was doing like quarterly planning like 2 or 3 weeks ago, right? So I will adjust when it comes time to plan for the upcoming months, and I'm just giving myself the space because that's what I need. And it's kind of a paradox, but in this time of not getting the things done that I had planned for myself or that I had anticipated, I am doing the most productive thing that I can do for myself, and that is take care of me and what I need right now. And a couple of weeks ago in video, what is this, 134, so it would have been 132, I shared a quote from John Green, and John Green is the author of the book Fault in Our Stars, if the name is familiar but you can't quite place it. And in a video that he shared, he said, taking care of myself and others is the productivity that matters the most right now. And I just want to echo that, because it is so true, because for many of us, we are our businesses, and we need to take care of ourselves, even if that means, that business isn't moving forward as anticipated. Lots of things aren't moving forward as anticipated right now. And we all need time to grieve and adjust. And so give yourself that time to do that. I also shared in that video Partners in Health's 10 mental health tips. And I'm just going to pop that in the comments here. because it's such a good list and it's so important. So take a look at the list and decide what in there really works for you. All right. And so now for the announcement. So the things that I've shared today are versions, or in some cases almost exactly, things that I've shared over the last 3 weeks. And I'm feeling a little bit like a broken record. And part of it is because these are things that I'm navigating right now too. And one of the things that has helped me a lot over the course of the last couple of weeks is having conversations with small groups. And I say small groups as opposed to one-on-one because the small groups allows me to interact or not interact as I need to. And it makes me feel less alone, and it's actually Partners in Health's first tip, right? It's use technology to connect. I mean, that's the smaller version of the maybe 2-sentence tip, but using technology to connect. So it reminds me, and it just reminds me that I'm still part of a community that's beyond the boundaries of my house, right? My home. And again, it makes me feel less alone. And because it's a small group and not one-on-one, if I don't feel like interacting, then I don't have to. But I can still feel part of the community. So thinking about this, it's made me wonder if this is something that would be helpful for you too. And I think probably yes. And I've been thinking about this idea for the last couple of weeks, and I have decided to put these lives, Productivity for Solopreneurs, on hold for right now, partially because I feel a little bit like a broken record where I'm sharing the same things over and over again. But also, I think for right now, replacing them with a live online meeting might be more helpful for you guys. So that's what I'm going to do. So I invite you to join me for an online meeting via Zoom at 1 p.m. on Wednesdays. We will start next week, and we will just chat. And I do have a little bit of a format for it so that it's just not like a coffee hour where I'm always wondering, so what are we doing during the coffee hour? But we'll have a little bit of a format to it to help the discussion and guide us through our time. So we will share one thing that's good from your week, and it could be personal or business. There'll be an opportunity for you to share what you need or want right now, or even what you're doing to support yourself right now, like personally support yourself. But you can also ask for, maybe resources or things that you need or want personally or for your business right now. I will say this is not a time for you to share, that you need clients and here's who your ideal client is, or here's who your referral partners are. There are other times and places for you to do that. And if you need, if the resource you need is places to do that, then by all means share that. But this isn't the time for you to be sharing it. Okay. This is a time to share what support and help you need personally or professionally for your business. So the last thing that we will have some time for is Q&A. And this is great where if you've ever wanted to pick my brain or ask me a question or, ask a question specific to your situation, this is a time to do that. Or if you have wanted to hear my responses to the questions other people have had, this is a time to learn from other people's questions too. So we're going to keep the first meeting at 30 minutes just because I know this isn't a time where most of us have like hours of extra time in our week. So we're going to keep it to a half hour, and it's not going to be recorded. So if you want to bring your lunch and be munching on your lunch as you chat with us, by all means do that. It's just going to be for the people who are in the room. And if you want to know what the link is, head over to my Facebook group, Productivity for Women Entrepreneurs, and join us there. and you will find the link to the live, or to the community, to the meeting, in an event that is there. So if you have any questions about this or anything else, please reach out to me and let me know. You can do that by popping them in the comments, or reaching out to me personally. You can send me a private message here on my business page, or to my personal page, Evie Burke, whichever works best for you. That is all I have for you for today. And until next time, whenever that may be, much love.